exact, and I used my adaptive cruise control and my lane alignment sensors as well. I found myself taking my hands off the wheel as the car followed the lines perfectly and kept my speed perfect distance from the car in front of me. The car has a sensor that tells you that you must keep your hands on the wheel, however, and the sensor is kind of annoying because just when you're starting to enjoy the car driving itself, it reminds you that the technology isn't quite protected yet or perfected yet and that you can't trust it yet. Well, I'll bet the technology is there, and I bet that the liability issues and the government red tape is the real problem, which is why we don't have fully autonomous society yet. One thing is for sure, it's coming and it's coming fast. I would predict by the end, it'll probably be by the end of this decade, that fully autonomous vehicles will be available for everyone. This coming revolution will change everything we know about autonomous vehicles and transportation. UBS investment firm recently said this: we expect autonomous driving to be the next technological revolution in the auto space, arguably a more significant megatrend than electrification, with a more profound impact on the industry. And this was stated by a top UBS analyst. Here's something else interesting that the report stated by UBS. The investment bank said that China has been a world leader in EV adaptation, and now it has the potential to also lead when it comes to self-driving cars. It cited China's large domestic market, high acceptance of autonomous driving, efficient supply chains, and supportive infrastructure, among other factors, as the reason. UBS estimated that China's potential autonomous driving-related market could reach $100 billion by 2030. So China might actually be the leader in autonomous vehicles. Why not? They don't have real people there anyway. On the forefront of this investment, by the way, that wasn't a strike on Chinese people, it was a strike on the Chinese leader. Anyway, on the forefront of this investment will be the companies who may benefit from most of the technology of autonomous vehicles. My favorite pick is still Uber. I easily predict Uber to be the autonomous vehicle of the future, or owners of the future. Think about it. Uber will eliminate the driver completely and allow the company's profits to skyrocket. For those who think the concept of Uber was all about the people who drove, it's true, it started out that way. However, look at how Netflix adapted and became the company it is today. Netflix started out by mailing you 3 DVDs, you watched them, then you sent them back and you got another 3 DVDs to watch. They had no streaming, no production services, it was just a warehouse of DVDs, and they sent it to you and then you mailed them back. Netflix sent their first DVD in 1998. That was just 25 years ago, right? So Uber sent their first rideshare in 2010. They're about half the age of Netflix. The other top contender in autonomy will of course be Tesla. The Tesla's cars are already fully autonomous, and for those who are allowed to use them, that is anyway. So Tesla has a feature called Autopilot that will allow the car to drive fully autonomously to a destination and park itself. According to the documentation on Tesla's website, Autopilot comes standard, by the way, on every new Tesla. For owners, by the way, who took delivery of their car without Autopilot, there are 2 Autopilot packages available for purchase, depending on when your car was built: enhanced autopilot and full self-driving capability. Another top player in autonomous vehicle is one that I think will surprise you. Or maybe it won't surprise you, and that brand is Mercedes. Mercedes has a partnership with the semiconductor giant NVIDIA to develop the next generation of German automakers' in-vehicle computing systems. Mercedes is set to start deploying the new technology across its fleet in 2024. There are also some Chinese brands that are expected to be leaders in this space. They are Li Auto, XPeng, and Beidou. They are all players in the future, and if you're so inclined to invest in them, it may be something to do. I also like Hertz, by the way, as an autonomous car investment. I believe that the rental industry will become another Uber-type company. Hertz will also benefit from those who wanted to try out the cars before they buy them. I often rent powerful or luxury cars from the rental cars. Sometimes I rent Corvettes or sometimes I rent some other things. Basically what I do, it lets me try out a few days and see if I like it. The Vettes and Mustangs and high-class SUVs, I test drive them for a few days because, a test drive for half an hour before you buy a car is nothing. When you're driving them for a few days, you really start to get the quirks. Anyway, if you pass me on the road and I look asleep behind the wheel, well, it probably means that I am, and my car is taking me home. Hey, I wonder if cars will get an attitude like a Knight Rider car. Remember the Knight Rider car kit? Right now that was really a cool autonomous car. You guys remember that, right? I bet someone creates one out of a Trans Am just for the nostalgia of it. I don't know, maybe I should. That would be kind of fun too.